Hey, good morning, good afternoon. We are here for another Netdata office hours, another round of user panel discussion. So we have two enthusiast users of Netdata with me that will be sharing their experiences. So as usual, just give 1 minute or so for people to join the stream, and we'll jump straight into the juicy part of this. So stay tuned, and we'll be speaking soon. I think we probably should be good to go. I see already some people live on the stream. Thank you for joining the Net8 office hours. You can find the link to our slide deck on the chat, and I'll be using it just for the intro to guide us through the conversation. I'll be pulling into our stream the two users that we invited. So we have Colin and Tristan with us. So welcome, guys, and really appreciate your time and the opportunity for you to be here with us and sharing your experience. And welcome to the user panel session.
Thanks, Hugo. Thanks for having us. Yeah, I saw that.
Cool. Welcome. So let me just briefly show the slide just to guide us for this intro part. So this is, again, as I mentioned, the user panel discussion, just brief intro and then go into the topic. So for a reminder, these sessions of user panel discussions is a space where the community members can share their experiences and share what they are doing and how Netdata is helping them potentiate their use case, their business, and what they're doing. Of course, understand practical applications and engage on discussions that explore these use cases with Netdata. It's live and informal event. And anybody that is interested to be a panelist, we love to have you join us. So feel free to reach out to us at product@netdata.cloud. We'll, of course, coordinate and get you on a future session. So for today, as I mentioned, we have two users with us. So it's Colin from, this is a German name, so sorry if I cannot pronounce it well, von Sachen. And then we have Tristan from Shed, and you have there the references to their company names and their profile. And more particularly in Shed, we have even an interesting case study that we did with them about the users of Netdata that I advise you to take a look and read. So this is our guys, let's say. So we can jump into the questions. So I'll take out the presentation. So I think it's easier to see all of us. So let me just hide it. So for the first question, guys, we can start with Colin. So first, you can introduce yourself, share a bit about your infrastructure details and setup, and of course, if you want to share a bit about your company and all that stuff, feel free to do it.
Thanks. So we have multiple servers, some on-premise and some in the cloud. And we have the issue that most of them sometimes just crash because the disk is full. And we have looked for a solution, even thought about making one ourselves, but we discovered Netdata, which helps us and even helped us find that bug which caused our disks to get full. And we are now even planning to push Netdata to our client servers, because our clients, if they're a special client, they get a server from us, and we don't have access to the server, but we sometimes need to change some settings or install updates, and sometimes you also have to run diagnostics where Netdata can help us, and we are planning to implement this.
Awesome. So first of all, is for your internal use, but you're planning to also push this to your clients, so it can help you also have more insights what's happening with their servers that you're managing there for them.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Thanks, Colin. So now, Tristan, could you share a bit about your context?
Sure thing. So we first came at Shed, and we had a bit of a mix and match of Zabbix over there, Prometheus here and here. And we decided to just converge everything into one platform to make an ease of it. And we decided to go with Netdata. We currently monitor multiple file servers of more than 200 terabytes each, which are production critical. So if there's a disk that fails, there's normally more than anything, it's going to be flagged by Netdata, and that brings us to speed with everything's happening in real time. We can also monitor the network speed of that, which for us is a huge plus. And we are implementing currently monitoring with Netdata for the switches, file servers, as currently VMware, and we are trying to implement Netdata with everything else that we have on site to make sure that we can monitor everything from a single glass pane.
Awesome. Thanks for the full details. So Netdata seems to be a really critical part about monitoring all this stuff.
Currently, yeah.
Cool. So I think we probably can move to the next one, still with you, Tristan. Probably you already hinted a bit into this, but could you explain a bit more on the start? Why did you start using Netdata? What particular problem did you initially have and you wanted to solve, and you could not do it with other solutions?
Sure. So when I came in at Shed, there was a Zabbix to monitor the file server. And Zabbix itself, not to go deep into it, but it's a complex product that you need to have almost an engineer to understand and use it day by day. We went with Netdata because it's way easier to use and understand, and at the same time, it's got real time from the cloud, from on-premise. You can monitor it from anywhere. And the issue we had mostly was our current file server was overwhelmed with network bandwidth. And we couldn't figure out what was happening at what time. It was kind of a weird thing, to figure it out. And with the Netdata application, and that's where we actually was able to pinpoint the exact timeline of where it was happening. And from there, dig into that timeline of what was digging all that juice on the network server. And from there, Netdata has been able to also advise us on different disk failures onto the file servers and bring us to go into second speed to replace those disks before it fails completely.
So around the number of metrics that you get out of the box with Netdata, and then the granularity of the metrics, you can pinpoint exactly what's happening and dive into the issues. Awesome.
Yeah. So the current total network inbound and outbound brings us to see exactly what's happening in real time, which helps us just pinpoint what's happening.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for sharing. So, Colin, anything you'd like to add on this situation? Is it similar, your case, on why you started using Netdata?
Well, we had only the problem with our servers crashing from time to time. And we even implemented our own application so that we could see how many clients are connected. Because we provide our customers, like special customers that need high data security, a server, and our application sometimes crashes, and we've now found out why, and that helped us.
Okay. So helping pinpoint issues is still the common thing. Cool. So then, staying with you, Colin. So, is there any particular capability or feature that you find yourself using the most with Netdata?
So mostly we use the, how can I name it, like the one dashboard where I see all servers. This is like the most useful thing because I can just have it open in the background, and sometimes if I look at it and see everything at a glance without having to log in into 5,000 servers or something like that, and it makes it really easy. And the emails are really good too. So I get an email when the disk is full, for example, or the RAM is full.
So you mean like the Notes tab where you have on a single tab all the nodes listed with some small charts of the key metrics that you want to track, and then of course the alerts templates, the alert emails that you get out of the box. Awesome. So I think we can move to the next one, to Christian. So what is the main reason for you to continue using Netdata? Anything you highlight as a critical thing?
Netdata so far has been pushing boundaries. They just implemented a new application to receive mobile alerts, and for me that means that Netdata cares and try to push it to the next level, bringing new features and things like that. And we can see the new releases coming up, and that for me is a product that is taking care of their clients. They're taking the feature and the feedback and implemented it, and that for me is why we're continuing with Netdata.
So you see like the product evolving, taking into consideration feedback that we are getting from the users and community. So yeah, not cool that it's noticed. It's something we really try to achieve and to push, and it's good to see that this is a thing. It's perceived. Let's say it's good. So then, Colin, in terms of the pain points or challenges that you currently have, how is Netdata helping you solve those pain points? Do you have anything you like to share on that topic?
Like I mentioned before, just being able to integrate my own application makes it easy for us to monitor with one simple interface. And we also look for something that is open source, the client that is open source, and this also helped us.
Okay, cool. So still to the point that it's helping you really troubleshoot and pinpoint the issues.
Yeah.
Cool. On this point, Tristan, you have anything you'd like to share or to add on in terms of challenge or anything how Netdata is helping you solve your issues?
Yeah, for sure. Well, as I was saying, for me, the network bandwidth was an issue where it was slowing down the file server, but this was picked by Netdata, pinpointing us. But at the moment, it wasn't fixed. It was affecting production to the point where our 3D artists were not able to work at all. Like it was slowed down. The whole rendering farm for GPU was to an halt because it could not grab the files in time and was stalling out. So for me, this was a challenge that was able to be resolved by Netdata, pinpointing the right solution for us. And yeah, that was a big challenge for us at that point.
Makes sense. And yeah, it strengthens the point that you said before.
Yeah.
So Tristan, the next one is to you. So in terms of your organizational goals or objectives, how is Netdata helping you achieve those goals and building towards those?
I'm gonna go again with the last point a bit, but it's able to to resolve any issue more quickly and help us not slow down or affect production. For us, we do have some projects that are time critical, meaning that we cannot wait or be slowed down or stop at any time. And with the single glass pane from Netdata, we can see it and react quickly with even a notification. And that brings us to help that and fix that before it can affect the whole production. Oh, Yuko is gone.
I'm here. Not sure what happened with my camera,
Okay.
but I'm here. But my camera seems to have gone.
Yeah. So for me, that's a goal that's been achieved, and the ultimate goal is to monitor everything into Netdata and see in real time what's happening. That's the end goal for us is have one platform that monitors everything.
So in summary, it's kind of a time to resolution when issue comes in, not losing time looking for what's happening and what's the issue. So all this kind of thing helps you keep focused on your main objective and your main work of the company. So it's kind of a be straight.
And at the same time, it's pretty easy to use at the end of the day. So even my junior IT can go log in, look at it, and kind of figure out what's happening. It doesn't need to have an expertise in the Zabbix or something like that.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Tristan. So I think we probably can start going to the last question, which I will open to the two of you. I'll start asking first Colin, but then of course, Tristan, you can share your case. So if you would like to explore any use case or troubleshooting scenarios that Netdata may have helped you, if you want to go into some detail or to some exact scenario, feel free to dive into as much detail as you want.
So we had So again, with our use case that we deploy servers to our clients, we also have to troubleshoot other problems, like failing hard disk, because the software we're developing actually stores a lot of data, and it's sometimes easy to lose sight of it. And the email notifications help us, but also the IT of the company or school, or basically the company that uses our software, because we can give them access and they can take a look at them at the dashboard themselves and try to solve it. So we don't have to send out an engineer that does it for them, basically, and that saves them and us money at the end of the day.
So in this case, is being able to remotely access this the monitoring on these servers that are not on your premises and they're on the customers.
Yeah.
So you can easily, with Netdata, have access to all of them and easily see what's happening and not waste time
Right.
needing to go there. Yeah, cool. Thanks for sharing, Colin. Tristan, want to dive on any particular case or?
We actually had a funny one just before the holidays. Our current file server, which was having multiple disk failure, was it being able to be pinpointed to the issue, which was the physical disk firmware. So to give a big picture, we had a total of 16 disks that failed over the span of 4 weeks. And Netdata was able to, provide us with information as it was going and, fill us in. And we discovered by digging into this that it was actually the firmware of the disk that was failing. But yeah, the multiple densification at the right timing was able to save us all trouble of losing data. Because at one point, yes, you can have, really redundancy to a RAID, but there's a limit to everything, and we almost reached it. So yeah, the timely manner of notification from Netdata, which is kind of accurate and pretty instant, was able to get us reacting really quickly.
So really saving your disks, let's say, on time before.
Oh yeah, they saved the day on that in November. Netdata saved the day once again.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. So this was actually the last question. So I'm just trying to see if we have any kind of questions coming from the community on the chat, and I'll open still this if anybody wants to ask anything. But also while you wait, if you guys call, Tristan, and want to share any other thing that we haven't covered, feel free to share while we see if anything else pops up. It seems everything is under control on the chat. We have here one from Tristan.
Yeah, so normally the custom alerts, we do have the straight out of the box are pretty accurate, but we do have some custom alerts for threshold that are more sensitive to us. We do not allow this to go more than 60% full on our end, but the normal default, if I recall well, is 80%. So yes, we do custom alerts because we're more specific into some parts of our work.
Thanks for answering, Tristan. So I think this was the last question.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was a quick round of questions. So I think we don't need to delay this further. So once again, I appreciate your time and your availability to be here with us. Really interesting to hear your use cases and how Netdata is helping you guys continue with your work and help you with the organizations and companies. So appreciate again your presence here.
Thanks, Hugo, for having us again. It's a pleasure as always.
Thanks, guys. See you on
Thanks for
a
having
future
us.
one, maybe.
Yes.
Have a great one.